Welcome, boys and girls, to another episode of the Vault Studio podcast. I am joined by the Greek Colossus himself.
Amen to that, ladies.
Fresh off watching the Odyssey, I'm assuming.
No, I'm going this weekend.
Oh, okay. You're late.
How you gonna watch it in the cinema for 3 hours? So it's a long movie, man.
I'm going to bring my blankie and my little comfort teddy, and I'll be fine, bro.
You binky.
Do they have like intermissions for piss breaks?
I don't know, man. I'm an adult. I can hold my bladder for 3 hours. So I think I'll be fine.
That's
It rules me out.
Yeah, we'll see. Right.
I've never seen him piss here, so during podcast before or after. So I believe
he can't wash his hands.
There's a tap out there if you ever need to, big dog.
Thanks, bro.
And further to my left, I've got the off-season aficionado, JA.
That. Can you spell that for us?
I cannot. It just rolled.
He didn't even say it right. Of course, he can't spell it.
Before we've got a juice up episode. We've got how else would you say it?
Aficionado.
Oh well, everyone knows where I'm
Sorry,
going.
I didn't mean to derail your thing by laughing. That was very funny. Keep going, please.
We've got an absolutely juice up episode. There's a bit of a smell in the air. Football is back.
Oh yeah,
we have rolled right into the preseason, but before we get there, we need to say a thank you to our generous sponsors at the Sporting Globe, Churnside and Doncaster.
Right?
If you're watching any sport or you got any functions, head down there and say good day to Dave and Eloise, and they'll look after you and make sure that you've got all the app settings to the sport to the Vault. It helps us out, and we've got huge things in the works. Follow the socials, and if you're not, you have to be following the socials to know what's happening. We'll obviously plug it on the podcast, but
socials are up on the screen. Follow all of them immediately now. Right?
Yeah. Don't just follow one. Like, yeah. If you're on TikTok only, follow the other ones. Give us a sympathy one. We'll take any sympathy love we can get. That's basically,
mate. The YouTube's been wild lately. It's been very good. Shout out to Tom. Shout out to Teleprompter Tom.
I was about to say Teleprompter Tom is on.
We're proper like YouTube.
I think we're 10 years too late.
Okay.
I don't proper you. What is? Yeah, never proper.
Well, Mr. Beast type stuff.
Mr. Beast,
right?
The biggest YouTuber in the history of YouTube.
Oh, you got to aim high, man.
Yeah, till we're Mr. Beast.
Maybe never.
Yeah.
And quick shout out to Teleprompter Tom on the line.
On the line.
Tommy on the line.
On the line. How are you, Tommy?
Very well, boys. How are we doing?
Go Blues.
Go Blues, Tommy.
Shut up.
Go Blues. Sorry, I was just saying how many subscribers Mr. Beast has that we're behind.
Please don't tell us the number. We don't want to be deflated.
Bit of work to make up, I would have thought.
That's right. We need to give him the head start anyway. We'll get him.
Maybe.
So, boys, Scotty, we had live pads this week.
We had pads. We had helmet. We had whistles. We had
the best Hall of Fame game in the history of Hall of Fame.
We are back, boys. We are back. There was pads clashing. We had down markers. We had everything we ever wanted. We had fucking scores on the board.
Amen.
Carson Beck going 6 of 7 and just dicing up defense.
He looked really good. Say what you want about Beck.
Yeah,
he looked
sharp. I was impressed. It's only a small sample size. Let's see how it plays out. I'm still not sold, but
yeah,
in any way, but he looked good.
I'm not taking anything away from any preseason game. It's very vanilla offense, very vanilla defense. But it is the signal that the season is just around the corner and there's a sniff in the air. Where overall the off-season sort of banter and shit talking and all that sort of stuff. Now we've got some actual red hot football happening. Everyone's optimism is at an absolute sky high. Even if you go for the Browns or the Jets, you're still optimistic. Maybe not the Cardinals.
they didn't look terrible. They look
okay. Well, yeah, you know what? If you're a Cardinals fan, you're probably the most optimistic you're ever going to be at this point in the season.
Yeah, that's fair.
Training camps in full swing. Everyone's got their pads on. Everyone's hitting.
And I know we haven't been doing a lot of news the last 4 weeks because we've been doing our division previews. But next week is we'll do our awards next week.
Yep.
And then the first part of the show will be all about the news. So I've been stockpiling all the news. We'll go through all the big news over the last few weeks.
Absolutely. Complex injuries, a whole lot.
Yeah, we'll go through everything there. There's been a couple of really bad injuries, like Laramie Tunsil out for the season.
Yeah,
which sucks for Washington.
Unfortunately, this time of year, there's a lot of rumors, and we don't want to be talking about the same rumor for 2 or 3 weeks and then talk about it again when the actual news drops. So we decided to have one action-packed news sort of segment to punch through it all.
Yeah, we'll do that next week. What do you reckon? We get into the...
Yeah, let's rip right into
quick salute to all the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Drew Brees, Adam Vinatieri, Larry Fitz, Luke Kuechly, and Roger Craig, all
all well deserved.
And I felt very Drew Brees' speech was outstanding, which I was expecting nothing less.
And Larry Fitz.
And Larry, they were all very good.
Yep.
Luke Kuechly, I loved when he talked about Thomas Davis, his teammate that he played with pretty much. He came as a young guy. Thomas Davis was the veteran. The way he spoke about him, he was in the crowd, was really special. When they highlight players that helped them so much, I really enjoy. And Roger Craig, who's pretty unwell, he had to do his recording. He had to pre-record his because he couldn't speak in the moment because he's not very healthy. So
finally got in after waiting for a portion of time.
And I thought it, and I was probably a little bit of an asshole at the start because I was kind of like, is it just to add him in for the sake of it? But I didn't realize he's only one of 3 players to ever get 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving yards in a season. So that's a pretty special piece in the NFL. Like if you're one of 3 in something in the NFL,
and that was back in the 90s as well. Yeah. So that's not like he didn't get the luxury of the running back really being integrated into the passing game and the passing game going bananas. Like he would have slugged it out, getting a lot of 4-yard receptions. So
that's pretty fair actually. Yeah.
So
all very worthy inductees, though, I thought.
Yes.
Before we move off this, I've got a question for you guys.
Hold on. He's got a question.
That's it.
We need to trim that down to about 3 seconds, but I love this. This is fantastic.
No. If anything, we're going to extend that.
No, because we get about 30 questions out of you, so we need a real short, sharp.
All right, this is a short, sharp one because something I noticed while watching the inductee footage and this and that the other. Whoever does these busts,
they are horrendous.
I've got to have a chat about these busts because they not only are they don't look anything like the player. The Drew Brees one looked diabolical, looked like a 60-year-old old man. The Larry Fitz one, even Larry Fitz looked at it like you could see on his face.
And it's the first time they see it too.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. He's looking at it like that doesn't look like fucking me at all. Like, this is
Brees was the worst by far.
It looked like an old man.
It looked like if someone showed me that, I would not be able to get to who it was.
Yeah, correct.
Out of as many guesses as I could. I wouldn't
be able to get to it. Drew Brees may look like in 25 years' time.
Like the geriatric Drew Brees in his late 70s.
Yeah.
So he did him because there's a couple that are like fantastic. Like I don't know if you'll have to Google it in your own time, but like the Ed Reed one looks incredible. Yeah, it looks exactly like him. Why can't they just get that guy to just do all of them?
Well, I just think sometimes maybe they get it wrong. I don't know.
How can they get it so wrong?
Do they even make them by hand? Surely it's like a laser.
I don't know the process. I don't
3D print sort of operation.
I can barely open a PDF. Don't ask me. But my point is like
AutoCAD, and then George is like
whoever can.
Madden can't even get the player resemblances right. So what chance they have with a bus? But some of them they nail, and most of them they nail.
I have to say that the ones from the other night, all of them look bad.
Yeah, they weren't great.
They're not. Was it Ronaldo or Messi? Who was the one that they had to redo?
Ronaldo had a statue and they had to redo it because it looked so terrible.
Yeah. Maybe
I swear there was a Washington one as well. Was it
Didn't they?
Was it Taylor? Sean Taylor. They put the bust of him up in the stadium, and it didn't look anything like him. It might have been him. I might be misremembering.
Might need to research the bust makers a little bit better. I think, boys.
Tommy,
see what I mean?
Hey, if you're not watching on video, you're doing yourself a disservice as well. Tommy with the.
There's fucking nothing wrong.
Can we put you under pressure, Tommy, and get the Drew Brees one up too?
Oh, that's awful. I could.
You can tell that's.
If you showed me that, I would get to it eventually and then be like, "Oh, that's bad." But the Drew Brees one, I just don't think I'd ever get to it.
Like nothing like it at all.
No, it was bad. I don't know if Tommy's going to get it up or not. He's got it. He's got it. Oh my god! Yeah, put it up, Tommy.
I don't know if they're on like a. See, that does not look like Drew Brees at all.
You know what it looks like? It looks like some like World War II vet that's seen some things and he's in his 40s, but he's like aged like he's 80.
There's none of it is right. None of it.
The hair's not right. Nothing at all. If you do it side by side with Drew Brees, it looks nothing like it. Terrible.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Sorry, that was just my little pick up there. I thought,
you're unprompted question.
Unprompted.
All right,
boys. Thank you.
George, time to wield some magic. Let's get into
wielding.
AFC West.
Everyone knows I'm a wield and I deal. This AFC West, this division has completely flipped on its head in the last 18 months. The Chiefs' 9-year reign at the top is over. Denver finally knocked Kansas City off the throne, and heading into 2026, we've got 3 teams that genuinely believe they can win the division. Starting with the defending division champs, the Broncos. Sean Payton's team went 14-3 last season and came within one game and one injury away from the Super Bowl. Now the challenge is proving that wasn't a one-year fluke, but the new status quo in the West. Nix enters his third season with significantly higher expectations than his previous two, while the Broncos have added Jalen Waddle to an already talented offense. If Denver's defense remains elite, this is a team with legitimate Super Bowl aspirations. Then we've got the Chargers, who might be the biggest threat to Denver in the division. Justin Herbert remains one of the NFL's premier quarterbacks, tall, one, handsome gunslinger.
Mm-hmm.
But the Chargers need to finally turn regular season success into a deep playoff run. The biggest storyline will be the arrival of Mike McDaniel as OC. If McDaniel can unlock another level from Herbert and keep the offense healthy, Los Angeles definitely has the firepower to win this division, in my opinion. Then, for the first time in nearly a decade, we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs as the team trying to reclaim the division rather than defend it. Mahomes is returning from the ACL injury that ended his 2025 season, and his health is obviously the biggest question surrounding Kansas City. Eric Bieniemy is also back as OC, bringing a familiarity to this offense that needs to rediscover its secret sauce. With a fully healthy Mahomes, you can never count out the Chiefs, unfortunately. Finally, we have the Las Vegas Raiders, who are essentially starting from scratch. Clint Kubiak takes over as head coach, and the front office used the number 1 overall pick on quarterback Fernando Mendoza. Interestingly, though, Mendoza won't start immediately, with veteran Kirk Cousins currently named the week 1 starter.
The brawler.
Yes.
The brawler, Kirk Cousins.
Sorry, boss.
You're right, Turbo?
This season is about establishing a new identity
Little guy,
and figuring out whether Vegas has finally found a sustainable direction. This is what makes the AFC so fascinating, in my opinion. 3 teams have legitimate Super Bowl aspirations, while the Raiders are hoping to build something real out in Las Vegas. It's very, very interesting division.
It's a very good division. Do we want to start with, I think, the elephant in the room, which is the Kansas City Chiefs?
Go for it.
I think you nailed that, right? This is the first time in a long time that they've been going in as the chaser.
I looked it up. It's like they won eight in a row before this.
Yeah.
I think it's 8 in a row before last year.
Yeah. So this is, the Mahomes injury, Bieniemy coming back. There's question marks for the first time. Normally, this is just pen them in as winning the division and move on for your predictions.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where this division's been.
Yep.
And it's the first time I've got real concerns. They've not just the injury to Mahomes is the start of it. Like, I think he's going to fully recover. I think he's going to have a really good season, but it's a question mark on him for the first time. Mm-hmm. And his play, particularly last year before he got injured, it was not very good. I've already said it. I think the injury last year saved him from a lot of scrutiny because, much like Daniel Jones in Indianapolis as well, it was like, oh, well, our quarterback got hurt. We fell apart. But they weren't good before that.
No, they weren't. No.
They were falling apart with him before that. Chris Jones is another year older. He's not a young guy. D-tackle is incredibly physical. I think he's still going to be very good. But is Chris Jones going to be the best defensive tackle in football? Probably not. It's probably going to start to decline now. They lost Leo Chanel, who's an important part of their defense. They lost Watson.
Can we go to
the
additions, please?
Yeah, get the additions up. They also lost Trent McDuffie, who they traded for a first-round pick, which was a good move. Mm-hmm. But they've lost a lot, and that's the first time in a long time you can kind of see this team and go, well,
yeah, Hollywood Brown,
what have we got?
Yeah.
And
Ameniki, who I like, I think he's a handy little player as well.
Yeah, they've lost some solid guys. I think Mansour Delane's going to be a terrific corner. He's the best corner in the draft.
Sure.
I love that pick. I think he's going to replace McDuffie. He's a different player to McDuffie, but I think he's going to be...
He's very similar, actually. Very similar.
He's a bit taller, isn't he? He's more of an outside guy.
Yeah, he is, but he's very similar in the way he moves and the way he attacks the ball and the way he plays zone and man. He's very similar in a different body type.
Skill sets.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I think he's going to be a really good replacement. I think that's what they planned when they traded that first round pick. They knew what they're going to do. They bring in the big D tackle Woods, who's there to stuff the middle.
Oh yeah,
and let Chris Jones go. He's a huge man.
Yep.
Which big nose tackle styles,
and he's super athletic. Like he's uber athletic.
I'm always pessimistic on late first round picks at D tackle because they don't traditionally work out. So, but I think with Chris Jones next to him, it's a good addition, and then they've filled some spots. So I'm
Obviously
really
got Kenneth Walker in from the Seahawks.
and then Kenneth Walker's the big one, which
probably paid overs a little bit to get him, but that's standard for free agency.
my problem with Kenneth Walker is not them signing him. It's more him as a player. I think he was outstanding in the stretch for Seattle. And Scotty, I think you'll have some insight in this as well. His season before the playoffs was not that good.
No.
He was sharing time with Charbonnet. The Charbonnet injury propelled him into being the number one guy for the playoffs, and he grabbed it with both hands and he took control of it and he earned himself this job.
Yep.
Right? But I think just saying, we've added Kenneth Walker, we've now fixed our running game problem. There's bigger issues with the running game, and it starts with the offensive line. And I love Simmons. He had a really odd season last year.
Have you seen him in training?
Oh, he's been
looks
dominating.
unreal.
Not like what he's doing, just physically seen him.
Oh, he's huge.
I reckon he's dropped 20 pounds and he looks like a behemoth.
I think he's going to be outstanding. His rookie year was just bizarre because he was very good.
Very, very good.
And then he was not hurt, but not playing. Then he was hurt. Then it was just a little bizarre, but it looks like it's all squared away now and he's going to be a good addition.
And you don't know what's happening in their lives outside of football as well.
Correct. So it could have been anything.
Yeah.
We don't really.
And it hasn't, to my knowledge, it has been released. So I would give him the benefit of the doubt saying that something had happened and football was not his.
If it was something that he had done wrong, I guarantee you we'd know about it.
That's right.
I would say the media's got their grubby little mitts onto it and realized he was just having a tough time or something.
It could be a death in the family or depression or something like. The fact that it hasn't come out would lead me down that kind of path more than him being a bonehead and something's gone wrong and that everyone's trying to hash it up. Because like you said, we find out about an assault case instantly.
Yep.
So
if it's involved police at any point, we would know about it.
Yeah.
So I don't think it has. I think it was more a personal issue between him, and I almost respect the media for not releasing it if it was something that was about him, which is rare for them.
Yep.
Very rare. They loved and it obviously wasn't smutty enough for them to get any clicks out of it. So they were like, cool, don't worry about it. Yeah. So what do you think of the Chiefs?
Your original point was correct. The running game is terrible. It has been for a few years. Like
Kenneth Walker is an upgrade on both Pacheco and
of course it's an upgrade.
Agreed.
Like Hunt. My bad.
Yeah.
That's
on
I
Hunt.
thought he was a punter.
To like just going back to your first point that you made, like, and I'm not going to bang this drum too much, but I'll just say it that like how you so flippantly say, I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to have a really good year coming off the knee. Like, I don't know. I think your confidence is ill-founded. Is all I'm going to say.
I think being a quarterback and you don't need to have that. If his lateral movement's back at 85%, that's fine. It's not going to impact him quarterback play. I know that he does extend the play a little bit, but he's not relying on his shiftiness, making someone miss in a tackle.
I think he relies on his ability to extend the play and run outside and waddle outside the pocket quite a bit.
Yeah, but he's not an elite athlete.
And that's my point. That's why I think it's going to hurt him even more.
But what I'm saying is that movement for that knee injury, it's more of an explosive shift, change of direction thing, which is probably going to get him undone, where he's going to roll out of the pocket in a controlled motion 99% of the times, where it's not going to be an issue.
I don't think he'll be able to run around and extend the plays like how he has.
Well, he doesn't have fucking cinder blocks for legs. The knee injuries aren't that bad anymore. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I made this mistake a long time ago on the podcast in the early days of writing off Tom Brady, and he came back and was fine. I think guys like Mahomes, who are generational players, I would prefer to. I've done it with the running back in Baltimore. What's his name? Derrick Henry a couple of times too. I'd prefer to back them in until they prove that they're not backed in anymore. Sure. Like that's just where I sit on it. I think he's an outstanding player. His arm talent is still elite.
Yeah, arm talent's yeah, that's fair.
I think they've got enough talent on offense now to do some different things. I think the enemy coming back is a huge tick. It's really the only place the enemy's been elite. And I think with him and Andy Reid, I don't see.
He went to college. He didn't stay in the NFL, did he?
He went to Washington for a year as an OC.
He did. He did. That's right.
I think that was with Cliff Kingsbury.
I
think. I can't fully remember, but yeah, he went. Might have been. It might have been Arizona with Cliff Kingsbury.
No, it wasn't. It was Washington.
I can't. Either way, I know he was an OC. I'm certain it was at Washington. Or something to do with the offense there. And then he went to college. I think it's a great move bringing him back. It's worked with Mahomes before. It's going to be very comfortable. Let's see how it plays out.
I don't think that air raid, magic show offense is. I don't think that's gone. I think that's gone now. That's not. It's not like.
I don't want to lead this into a longer conversation, but you're hanging up on Mahomes for his injury, And then on the other hand, with the Chargers O-line, when they've got 2 injured tackles, and you're just like, yeah, they'll be right, no worries. Where a tackle, when you got lower leg injuries, far more risk of being impacted.
Yeah. I'm not going to disagree with what you're saying. I'm just saying, when I say about the offense as well, I'm just saying that, like, you got to remember that a lot of the reason why they had that really explosive offense was because of Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
His ability to stretch the field, take the top off the defense, opened up a lot of stuff underneath.
And Kelsey
open up Kelsey underneath a heap.
Well, they're hoping that Worthy and Rasheed Rice.
We need to see for Worthy now. It's year 3.
Yeah, Worthy's got it. This is a big year for him.
Yeah,
it's a big. I think he's gonna have a big.
And Rice as well. Rice has had a pretty
tumultuous fucking start to his career.
Yeah.
If Rice, if I was giving Rasheed Rice any sort of advice, which I wouldn't do because I don't like him, my advice would be make sure you have a really good season because that's the only way you're going to shut up all the noise about you. If you just have an all-pro season, no one's going to care anymore.
Sure.
Which is shit that's the case because he's a sack of shit.
But that's the NFL though.
Yeah, and I still hate the kids clapping him and holding up signs as he's going to fucking prison.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to like rehab or something because he hurt his knee.
Well, actually, technically, he was rehabbing his knee.
At the time, yes.
In the institute.
Yes. So
diabolical.
That'd be my only advice for him. You better have a huge season because that's the only way people are going to forget.
A lot of heading into a season though, in recent memory, there's a lot of question marks around this Chiefs team.
Correct.
At the moment.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
agree.
And the final point I make before we move on to another team is that, and I'm not making this about Philly, so please don't think I am, but since they got their fucking mouth smacked in the Super Bowl, I kind of feel like the black magic's gone. The mystique is gone from the Chiefs now.
It's definitely gone. Yeah.
Everyone knows, even in division, everyone like the Chargers know, like, no, we can beat these guys.
Mm-hmm.
The Denver knows, like, we can just fucking smash these guys. We can just run all over these guys.
It's definitely a different approach teams have.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not we're terrified.
We're not afraid. They're not afraid anymore. The mystique is gone completely.
Yeah, they're going to have to do some work this year.
Yeah, correct.
They're going to.
I don't know how they can. I don't think that they can get it back. At least in the short term, I don't think they can.
Yeah, fair. All right, what do you want to go? Can we talk Raiders next?
Do it.
The Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know if you guys are going to hate this or not.
Yeah, go on.
I am not sold on Mendoza at all. Like, he has to prove to me. I think
I'm the opposite.
I don't know. I just don't know about him at all.
Well, I was the opposite. I was more leading into the draft process. He's an RPO guy. It's very easy to run that offense, and he's a quick reader of like pull it and then throw it to his guy. And they had Omar Cooper, who's a very good receiver, and they had all these pieces around him. But I'm starting to like the amount of work and effort he does. Watch a few clips and all that sort of stuff, and so you take it with a grain of salt. But he's like your typical first in, last guy. Yeah. He works hard.
I'm not worried about his character in any way. I want to preface.
No.
I'm not worried about that.
He's tall. He does have a bit of a fucking cannon to him. It's caught me by surprise a little bit. I think having Tom Brady in the building, for as much as what Tom Brady has going on with everything that he does, he A, knows the quarterback position very well. B, has said all along, Kirk Cousins is going to start the year. Quarterbacks coming from college aren't ready to be quarterbacks. They've got to learn the art of quarterback. And Kirk Cousins doesn't have arm talent. He doesn't have all of these other stuff. He studies hard. He's got the art of being a quarterback down pat. So it trickles down the line. And I think it's going to come out with Mendoza playing the last 5, 6, 7 weeks of the year at a level where people are going to be like, oh, he's a bit better than I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's sort of being eased into it.
Yeah.
Quite.
I don't know. I just don't feel.
What's your concern?
I just don't. I don't think the team's very good at all. Okay. Like, I think there's a little bit too much.
Can we go to the additions, please?
Yeah, a little bit too much juice about what the team is. The whole Max Crosby situation scares me. I love Linderbaum. I think he's a great center. Quiddy Pay, I'm not real sold on. I think that was a massive overpay.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Teron Johnson, yep, this would have been a great signing 4 years ago.
Nakobe Dean is a fucking great signing.
And Quay Walker.
A good football player.
I like both of them. The problem, Quay Walker less. I think he's a solid player.
He's good.
Nakobe Dean is injured a lot.
That's his only problem.
That's my only concern.
That's why he's not playing in Philly, because he gets
injured
a lot.
I mean, that's why Philly drafted Jihad Campbell, and it's why he's not playing there anymore.
Yep.
Jared Campbell's also a very good player too.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed.
But that's why they did it, because they were like, we want the next guy after N'Kobe Dean.
I think,
And that's my concern. They just haven't. I don't think they're going to be. It's probably unfair to be like they should be labeled as a good team, because they're not going to be.
I think how I interpret whatever buzz is around the Raiders is that it's all coming out all off season with the Raiders last year that Carroll basically just got a paycheck. He employed anyone that he knows and his sons and all this stuff and gave them high coaching roles that there was no meetings. There was absolutely nothing. They weren't run like a football team. It was run like a
players
fucking,
were running meetings by the end of the year
because there were no meetings.
Yeah.
So I almost
Which is disappointing from Carroll.
It is very much so.
It was a disappointing end to a very good career.
Legacy denting.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
almost.
was. It
Yeah.
was. To be one and done like that.
Because
He could have stayed in Seattle as whatever he was like.
he ran his. I was about to say the last 2 or 3 years in Seattle as well. It was also like Seattle was declining a little bit. The defense was like the 25th ranked defense in the league at a point. Couldn't stop the run. They were like, look it up. I was pretty sure it was like 160 yards rushing a game they were averaging. It's like,
Wow. Yeah.
like the time had come, and I think the NFL passed him. And I think that the Raiders wanted the prestige of what he was and not what he is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
But my point is that they were below rock bottom as an organization. And I think now that Tom Brady's pulling some strings, Clint Kubiak goes about it the right way, whether or not he'd be a good head coach or not, but at least, they're going to have some sort of competent offense.
Yep.
And I saw improvement from Seattle from the start through to the end. We saw some patches at the Saints before that. So I would say lean towards improvement across the board, especially on offense with Kubiak there. Plus, they've got Bowers healthy, year 2 with Genty, the O-line looking a lot better. There's a lot more positives. I'm not going to say they're going to be an 8-win team and surprise people or they're going to turn into like last year's Patriots, but I just think
trending in the right direction.
Absolutely, they are.
Like we were saying about the Raiders last year, like they should look competent. Well, I'll be very surprised if they don't look competent this year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
No one could have predicted how shitty Carroll was going to be though. Like last year, that was no one could have predicted that.
No,
you're right. He was there. He was getting his paycheck.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. So
let's just for the exercise. Let's see how many wins we can find for the Raiders.
I think they'll beat the Dolphins.
Dolphins
week
at
one.
home.
I don't think so. I don't know what it is about the Dolphins. I just think they're going to be better than what we think.
Okay.
Let's just say it's at home. Let's say it's a 50-50
game. I'll give it that.
Yeah, okay.
They don't beat Chargers.
No.
They don't beat Saints.
No, not away.
They don't beat Chiefs.
No.
They don't beat Patriots.
No, they don't beat the Bills.
They don't beat the Bills
or
or the Rams. Well, they're at the Jets. Can we give them the Jets? The Jets.
I think that we give them the Jets.
Give them the Jets. Do they beat the Niners at Niners?
Who knows the Niners at that point? Who's playing for them?
At this stage, I'll say no.
Oh, it's at Niners, so
Yeah.
I'll say no.
give it to them. Seahawks at home, no way. At Broncos, no way.
Kubiak revenge game.
That's the only thing they could have. I don't see it happening. Even with that, I don't see it
I don't
happening.
see that happening. No.
At Broncos,
Browns.
no. At Browns,
Yeah, I'd give them at Browns.
I'll give them the Browns. Yes.
yeah, I'll give them the Browns. By Chargers,
They may lose to the bye.
the Chargers. So the Chargers sweep them. The Broncos
Yes.
sweep them.
Sweep them.
They're at Titans.
I like Titans more.
Yeah, I do too. And that's a 50-50
That's
anyway.
50, I'll give it to the
and it's
Titans.
at the Titans. Cardinals at home, I'll give them.
Give them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at Chiefs, yeah, probably not. Unless the Chiefs have won the division already. That was 4. Yeah, that's and
They might pinch one.
They'll probably pinch a division game. They'll probably get
Yeah.
to 5 wins, maybe 6 if they beat. They'll probably win a couple.
Yeah.
Of
If they beat the Niners, maybe or
like
something.
historically, you win at least a couple of division games, unless you're awful. And I don't think they're going to be.
Problem is the
that bad.
division's really strong though.
And this is not a. If they were in the AFC South, I'd be like, yeah, they're probably going to win 3 division games,
Yeah.
but they're not in the West. I don't think they will.
That's a problem.
It's a very tough division, and it's tough for another reason because of the the Los Angeles Chargers.
Well, I was gonna ask about the Broncos, but let's go Chargers.
Chargers, Herbert. This is the question. He has the most talent he's going to have for a long time on his offense that he's had probably ever.
Not talent, competency.
Competency, yeah. He's got McDaniels, who I think is a great fit for him. I think you highlighted it a couple of weeks ago. We're talking about, might have talking about coaches or something like that, but I think
No, we're putting our top 10, and I had Herbert at 3.
that's right. It was the quarterbacks. I think McDaniel's going to do some special things for Herbert. I think you put it perfectly. This is the best quarterback McDaniel's has ever had by a fair long way.
absolutely.
I'll go one step further. This is the best quarterback that Shanahan's system has ever had.
Trying to think, Alex Smith.
But that wasn't Shanahan.
No, it's not.
No, that was
Matt Ryan.
before.
Matt Ryan MVP season. I'll take Herbert over Matt Ryan any day of the week.
I think Herbert's a more talented player than Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
He's got more arm talent for
Yeah.
sure.
That's what I mean. Like I looked at all the numbers, and I'm telling you, Herbert is the best quarterback in the Shanahan system.
Yep.
Now you raise a very good point when you said that they don't have the receive like the elite receivers there, but I think that the system. The one thing we know about the system is that it makes average to good players look very good.
Yep.
And I think Lad McConkey
He's going to have a big year.
is going to have a big year.
Yep.
I think they can get Quentin Johnson in the right situations and make him a yak monster in a deep field.
In fairness to Quentin Johnson, like if he wasn't a first round pick, we would talk about him incredibly differently. It's purely because of that first season, and they took him over a couple of really good players. That's the stink on him.
I think
he had
the stink
1,000
was the
yards
first.
last
I was about to say, I think the stink on him is still the first 2 years and not last year, because last year he was a very good receiver.
I'll say he was pretty solid last year.
Yeah,
and he was catching the ball. He was a deep
on a
threat.
team that couldn't protect long enough to throw the ball deep.
No,
Yeah, well,
so
that's the elephant in the
Like
room.
almost whenever they had time and generated a big play, it was Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
So with Alt and Slater, I always forget his
Did
name.
you see that photo that was floating around during this week where it was Taylor Lewan talking to Joe Alt and just seeing the size difference between the two? Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't.
In fairness, Taylor one's quite lean now.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like,
he's probably
just
lost
from
about
a
60 kilos.
height point of view, like
he's
Joe Alt's a
huge.
fucking monster, bro. Like
Joe Alt's, I think he's going to just take over the league this
I
year.
hope so.
Agreed.
I think it'll be it'll be him and Panay Sewell's right tackle chat this year.
Yeah,
Be
I
like,
hope
these
so.
two are the best. Look at the size of that man.
Studs, bro.
You
Studs.
know, he's just been picking up bales of hay his entire life. He's a big unit. And then,
Slater's not a small man.
no, Slater's a
that's
huge
right.
human
Yeah.
being too, and an outstanding left tackle. And if
Yep.
he recovers well, they're going to have
Well,
the
did
best
it
tackles
early,
in
so he's
football.
had all year.
The thing was that he was borderline coming back for the playoff game last year. So
I think if they'd made a Super Bowl, he would have played in it.
yes, so you can almost say that there was very minimal rehabbing in the offseason, which is the ideal situation when
Yeah,
you're not
fair.
wasting your whole offseason rehabbing.
Yep.
I think it's the same for both of them. So fingers and toes crossed that they can stay healthy, because if they don't, fuck me, I'm sick of having excuses for the Chargers.
Joel didn't have like a season-ending injury last year. He played the first few, then got hurt, then came back and got
Then
hurt.
got
Like
hurt.
it wasn't like he blew his knee out. He was just dinged up,
Yeah.
which sucked.
It was a high ankle sprain.
Yeah,
or
it was
something
something
like
like
that.
that. And then I
yeah.
think something with his wrist maybe at some point, but he had like 3 or 4 different injuries. And by the end, they were just like, we're just going to put you on ice because you're going to be the next best guy, and we don't want any. We don't want
dangerous
anything to happen.
game though when you got Herbert, but
Correct. And Herbert was absolutely mauled last year. He was dinged up, and I don't get this like hate for Herbert. I don't understand it. He's had a fairly untalented team, and everyone, all the shit on him is, well, he's lost 3 playoff games.
I'll tell you what, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit if you drag a team to the playoffs. They just give a shit how you play in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And it's not, I'm not saying that's fair. I'm just saying that is what the national media, and that's what everyone pushes forward, that we don't give a shit if you drag to fucking 20th ranked roster to the playoffs.
Yep.
We don't give a shit about that.
How did you play in that playoff?
How did you play in the playoffs? And he had no chance. Like the Patriots sent the fucking house. Was the Patriots?
Yes, Patriots.
They sent the house. Like he could not sit and stand in the pocket. He had 5 sacks in the first quarter and a half. or something.
And Drake May was worse than him in that game.
He
still.
was.
But he won, so it doesn't matter.
That's right.
And that's my whole thing. I say this all the time, that winning's a team stat, and it should be a team stat. We'll look at some of their additions. Keaton Mitchell, like jetty little running back. He'll be great with him.
I hope he stays healthy as well.
Yeah, I think he'll be healthy. And then he's got a Marion Hampton as well. David Njoku is a great addition with Kohler. They're going to play a lot of 2 tight end sets.
Yeah.
Be ready for Hampton. He is going to be running inside. He's a
Perfect.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
He's a big man. Big man.
Yeah.
And Tyler Biadish, he's not the flashiest signing at center. He's not the best
No,
center
he's
in
a
the
very
league.
good center.
He is solid as a rock. He is great in the run game.
He's super meat and taters. Love him.
He's a meat and taters operator.
Cole Strange as well, another meat and taters guy.
You're going to see Harbrow's going to be like,
You're going to feel the impact.
We're running the shit out of this, but we're going to physically dominate.
And that's why they got Kohler as well, because Kohler's probably one of the better blocking tight ends in the league.
I don't think he's the best blocking tight end, but he's the best blocking tight end that could also impact the passing game by far.
For sure. You can get send him out on a route. Absolutely.
And David Njoku's solid as a rock in the blocking game. He's not bad.
He's fine.
He's not great. You're comfortable with him. But
Great receiver.
But he
Awesome
will.
receiving tight end,
If he gets off that line untouched, look out, because
Yeah.
he's athletic. He had a sneaky good season in Cleveland last year. It was just that young Fannin, the
Harold
tight end,
Fannin. Yep.
kind of took his spot, and that's why he was out. And they ended up cutting him, and he went to a
also,
good spot.
no one on the roster can throw the ball past 5 yards.
And you know that
No, statistically, they can't.
McDaniels is going to fucking if they can get that run game going, he's going to scheme everyone up.
I think they're going to win the division. I think Chargers can win the division.
Yeah,
I am very excited about them. And I could be.
And we didn't touch on Hakeem Massador as well, but I think that's a very good D end, and he's
learning from Khalil Mack.
And there's still got Bud Dupree.
Yep.
So I think that there's an opportunity there that he plays a run really well. He's my kind of D end. He stuffs the run, and he's a very good pass rusher as well. Yep. So
does losing Minter have a big effect on this defense?
I think it does.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be a top 10 defense like they were.
No,
I think they were top 5. Actually.
They were. They snuck it. I think they were top 4.
Yeah,
I think they finished 4th.
Yeah, I think they were pretty good because I remember because the Patriots beat 3 teams in the top 5 with Denver, Chargers, and Texans.
Didn't beat number 1 though.
They did not.
Chargers were the 5th rated defense last year.
5th rated defense. Yeah, so I think that'll drop off a little bit, but I think if you're still around the 10 to 15 mark with Herbert and this offense, I think they're going to be very good. I'm real, and I've been fooled by these guys before, and you know what? I'm ready to get hurt again.
Yeah.
It's year 10 of this, they should be good. So we're going to get it right eventually, aren't we?
At some point, if you keep banging the drum, eventually it bangs back.
Biggest thing for these guys is just if everyone's going to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Biggest things for these guys is trade for that number 1 receiver. Go get it. Marvin Harrison. Go get someone.
I was trying to think who were we talking about last week. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Go get someone. Go get someone.
Yeah. I'd love it.
Be buyers. Don't be sellers.
Go and give up a 2nd round pick for Marvin Harrison Jr. Do it.
Yeah.
Then just be like, hey, Cardinals 2nd round pick right now. Let's go.
Or if the Bengals are feeling
go get Higgins.
Go get Higgins. I'm sure that he's a gettable.
I think he'd probably cost you more. You might maybe get him for a 2nd.
I reckon. I would be feeling the market. I know you got Quentin Johnson, and everyone's going to say maybe it's a bit of a redundant, but give me the guy that's done it before.
No, if you add a true 1 to that offense with Johnson, then becomes your true 2, and McConkey becomes your slot guy.
Yeah,
with Njoku and Kohler, it's on.
Yep.
But even if
hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
Really
that's my hope. By the start of the season, by trade deadline, they've gone out of that guy.
I hope so. I hope so
too. All right, let's get to the last team in this division. The division winners last year, the Denver Broncos. Very unlucky in the playoffs. They would have won the AFC Championship game if they'd had Bo Nix. I stand by that.
Yeah, 100%.
Call me a Patriots hater all you want. I still stand by that.
No, you are a Patriots hater, and that's fine.
I hate them.
Lean into it. It's fine.
I do. I don't like them at all. And
you lean into being a Seattle hater then.
And it's not because of the team.
I'm not a Seattle hater.
It's because of the fans.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I was there for the Brady Patriots. And Jules is sick.
It's mostly Jules.
Jules irritates me with the Patriots because I love him so much, but I hate him.
And he's absolute Patriots nuffy too.
He's an absolute nuffy.
I know, and I enjoyed his tears in the Super Bowl.
There was early tears as well. Because you know what I know about Jules? He gets football and he got early when everyone else was going, no, they're still in this. He turned around and was like, no. No chance here.
He before the game started, he's like, oh, I'm not going to enjoy today.
Poor bugger.
Anyway, that's enough of the Patriots. Fuck them.
The Broncos, but you could also argue they shouldn't have won the game against Buffalo, but they did. And, that call was because of that interception, which it's a 50-50 one. You can't hang on it forever.
And also and Allen's still playing his worst game in fucking.
That was his worst playoff game by far.
So what? He played shit. He didn't deserve to win. That's fine.
No. But what I'm saying is that they didn't. What I'm saying is it took Allen's worst game and everything folding around him, and then they still should have won that game.
And then their punishment was that Bo Nix got hurt on a dead last play, basically second last play. Yeah. It was pretty much done.
Very unlucky.
He got hurt on a really good throw too. Which
it was a great throw.
It was a throw that essentially won him the game, but it sucked. I have no issue. I love Denver. I think they're a really good team. I like the way they're built. Great offensive line.
Yep. Three first team All Pros.
Three first team All Pros and Jalen Waddle.
Huge.
I have some concerns with Denver.
Yep, talk to me.
And can we get their schedule up, please? Because they have a murderous road to start the year.
Well, should we do it?
Let's do it.
Should we do this game? At Chiefs, let's say I'd say they're going to split with the Chiefs.
Nah, bullshit. They're sweeping the Chiefs. They're beating the Chiefs. Especially week one. Week one, they're beating
at the Chiefs. Okay, well, Georgia's side, either way, that's a tough game, right? Then they got Jags, another tough game.
I think they'll beat the Jags.
I think they beat the Rams at home too. At Mile High, they beat the Rams. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, man. Myles Garrett. It's good O-line too. Yeah.
At home.
I'm giving them the home. I'm giving them the home. So they got,
then at Niners, at Chargers.
They beat the Niners.
Yep.
They split with the Chargers.
And then they got Seattle.
I think they beat the Seahawks at home. They beat the Seahawks at home. For sure.
I don't think so.
That's a 50-50 game for sure.
It's 50-50 and I'll give them home. Yep. And then I won't give them Chargers there because we'll give it to them later when they're playing them at home. At Cardinals, they win.
Yep.
So that's 5.
And then they got
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Are you saying they sweep the Chiefs?
I think say they sweep them.
I don't think so. I think they'll split.
They jump them week 1 and then they smash them at home.
I'm not saying they sweep them. I think in this division you got to split them. They can sweep the Raiders for all you want, but I'm not saying they sweep.
Okay, fine.
So they're 5 wins now.
5.
Let's just say they start the season at 4-4.
Yeah,
and like the Chiefs and Chargers get a jump on them. It's going to be a tough road back.
Yeah. Then at Panthers,
they got a soft.
At Panthers, not an easy game. Raiders is easy.
Sure.
At Steelers, they'll win. Dolphins, they'll win. Jets, they'll win.
They got to
Raiders, they'll win. Then they got
Bills at home.
Chargers.
They're going to win out. They're going to win out.
I don't think they'll beat the Bills.
Do you reckon they'll beat the Bills, Patriots, and Chargers?
They'll probably. Okay. Yes, they will.
Even if they beat
they
Panthers,
split with the Chargers. They split with the Chargers. They're winning out.
I think they're going to win 11 games
after the bye. They're winning out.
I don't know. It's hard to say that a team's going to win 8 games in a row.
The Bills at home at Mile High is the only tough game in the back half of that schedule. If you look at it,
at Patriots isn't a tough game.
No, they're much better than the Patriots.
I don't think that they're as good as what you're saying they are.
No, I think they're very good.
Not that good that they're just going to roll in.
They're going to win 12 games. There's going to be.
They got a very tough. My point was they got a very tough start of the schedule.
Yeah,
and if they're 4-4 or maybe even 3-4, they've got to make up some ground, and it's going to be very tough to win the division.
Yeah. Look, I think the Chargers will win the division, but I think these guys are going to be in the playoffs.
I think so as well. But also,
almost is one of the safest bets.
If they're 3-3, put money on them to win the playoffs. It might be at like $8 when they're 3-3 and they're 2 or 3 games behind Chargers and Chiefs.
Can I propose a question to you boys about this division?
Yes.
How many teams come out of this division?
2. Yeah.
2. It'll be the Chargers.
I reckon 3.
Yeah.
As of right now, we've got a few weeks till our predictions. I haven't got the Chiefs in the playoffs.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but I would say overall, I would rather the Chiefs odds over. Maybe you get 2 out of the North. I don't think you're getting 2 out of the East, and I don't think you're getting 2 out of the South.
Right, so you got to get 3 from somewhere.
No. If you get 2 from another division.
No, who's coming out? Like Texans and Jags both making it
potentially.
Like I think Bills.
Yeah, I think Patriots will drop off a bit.
Patriots. I'll say right now, Patriots.
Yeah.
I think Chargers.
Yeah.
I think Denver.
Yeah.
I think
there's going to be a team
Texans. I think Ravens. I think Bengals. That's my 7.
Yeah. So they're not that far off from the Bengals.
No, they're not. But I think they lost a lot of talent, the Chiefs, and that's what's keeping them out.
Yeah.
And mainly defensively. That's my bigger concern with them. We know defenses have like smaller peaks and valleys, and they've had 4 years of being a really good defense. It's the drops coming, and they've tried to get in front of that, which is why I like.
You could say that about Denver as well, and the Chargers.
I think the Chargers will drop. I just think the Chargers' offense is going to be really electric.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be the difference. I just said, like, it wouldn't shock me if Denver or the Chargers miss out and Chiefs get in.
Yeah,
like, I'm not going to be shocked by any of them. But I don't know. I just don't.
2 is probably the right answer, but I wouldn't be shocked if 3 come out.
No, it wouldn't. No, don't get me wrong. It wouldn't shock me at all.
Yeah.
Like if all 3 of them are really good, and we're down to week 18, and whoever wins. Like it's like whoever wins gets the division. Whoever loses, you know what I mean? Like it could be really tight. I think it could be. But yeah, it's. Historically, it's very hard to get 3 teams in division, especially in the AFC, because the AFC is very top heavy.
It is very top heavy.
So there's normally 2 good teams in the division, and then dog shit, and everyone beats up on the bad teams.
Yeah, and all this division get 2 easy wins. This division's going to sweep the Raiders, I think.
I don't think the Raiders will win a division game.
No, I don't think so.
We did before. I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Opening week 1 games, we've got Cardinals at Chargers. Sorry, Cardinals. Dolphins at Raiders.
9.5 the spread.
Broncos at Chiefs is an outstanding week 1 game. Can't wait for that on a Monday morning.
No, Chiefs are the favorite.
That's going to be
George is adamant.
No, I'm telling you, the Broncos are going to win.
Okay.
It's going to be a real litmus test for the Chiefs defense.
Broncos are a bit hard done by there being at 310. Like I know it's not far off the other two.
No, it's pretty much
the Chiefs being 280 is diabolical.
Mate, you don't win 8 divisions in a row and then just be like, oh, they're crap, give them $15 odds. Like, it doesn't work like that.
I'm not saying they've got to be $15.
No, but that's not how it works.
They should be at $5, not two.
They've got to prove they've got to prove that they're crap before they're crap. They've got that. They've earned that right. Like, get me wrong. If this year they struggle and they miss the playoffs, then it's almost over.
A lot of rose-colored glasses for the Chiefs this year.
And that's what. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's what
and also with the betting as well. They're going to get a lot of money market, and they don't want to make them high odds because they're obviously still good enough to win the division.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to have them at $5 and everyone starts throwing fucking $10,000 on them.
That's true.
Very fair. Odds are by how many people bet.
I understand. I just don't bet.
No, me neither, but I still get it. All right, let's get over to the NFC North now, which is
the NFC
very
North
fun.
Might be the most difficult division to predict in the entire NFL heading into 2026. All 4 teams have legitimate playoff aspirations, and the division is coming off a 2025 season in which every team finished above 500. The Bears won a division last year, but the North has been completely reshaped over the offseason. Chicago's trying to prove last season wasn't a fluke. Detroit is looking to bounce back after a disappointing 2025. Green Bay has added major talent, and Minnesota has thrown one of the biggest curveballs at the quarterback position. Let's get into it. Let's start with the defending division champs, the Bears. Ben Johnson's first season in Chicago exceeded all expectations, and now the pressure is right back on Caleb Williams to take another step forward like he did last year. The Bears have improved their offensive line, while the challenge defensively will be replacing some key talent that they've lost, and also proving last year's success wasn't simply a product of turnovers, close games, and a lot of fourth quarter comebacks. There's a lot of Caleb magic in the fourth quarter. A little bit of luck, of course. There's always luck involved in it too. If Williams makes the leap, Chicago could be a genuine NFC contender this year, in my opinion. The Lions have gone from one of the NFL's biggest recent success stories to a team desperately trying to get the train back on the tracks. Dan Campbell remains the foundation of the franchise, while Jahmyr Gibbs, fresh off a new contract, is now firmly established as one of the league's most explosive offensive weapons. Detroit also brought in Pacheco, giving them another physical option alongside Gibbs. The big question is whether the defense can stay healthy and whether the Lions can rediscover that tough, hard-nosed identity that made them so dangerous just a few short seasons ago. They'll be ruined they lost that game.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that was their Super Bowl.
Green Bay might have the highest ceiling in the division, in my opinion. Jordan Love is coming off a very solid year, and the Packers made one of the biggest moves of the last year in acquiring Micah Parsons. Unfortunately, Parsons is currently recovering from that ACL injury and has said that he's trying to get back by week 6, which I think is a little bit ambitious. If Green Bay can survive the opening stretch and get healthy, this could be a team that nobody wants to play in January, especially in the cold. And then there's Minnesota, perhaps the biggest wild card of them all. Vikings signed Kyler Murray to compete with JJ McCarthy, and it doesn't look like it's any competition at all at the moment, creating one of the most intriguing quarterback situations. Kevin O'Connell still has an extremely talented roster, but everything will depend on consistent quarterback play, which is what was missing last year. If Murray finds his form, or by some miracle, McCarthy wins the job, the Vikings have enough talent to make a serious run. That's what makes the NFC North so compelling.
Can I?
Yeah, go.
You might agree with me here. I think the Lions are going to absolutely romp-stomp this division.
Okay.
I think they've overhauled they've got a lot younger on the O-line. They get to unlock Gibbs. And on top of that, they've got a competent OC that's well-respected in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Who's
Drew Pensy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
so,
and they had to fire the other guy halfway through the year because it was a complete disaster. At one point,
do you know why they fired him? Because he wasn't getting Williams the ball. And then he had, I think it was 300 yards at the bye or when they fired him, and he ended up with 1,000 yards. Yeah, and Sam Laporta comes back. I just think that they've invested in the O-line, the first round tackle, Miller.
Additions, please, Tom.
He just had it up.
I wasn't looking. I was looking.
Yeah, Goose.
I was looking at Scott.
Yeah, Blake Miller is.
Miller. And
Penix will play left tackle and Blake Miller will play right tackle.
100%. I just think that last year left such a sour taste in their mouth, and they know that they're better. They've got the 4th easiest schedule in the league.
Yep.
And I just think that if on paper, they're far better than anyone else in the division.
Here's when you said I would agree with you. I want to agree with you. Like I do. I feel it in my gut that these guys are going to be there, but there's still that just a lingering question around it. I think getting Branch and Kirby Joseph back will
huge ins. They're all pros.
They're outstanding. They're probably it's the best safety duo in the NFL by far. And
I don't know about the Texans are pretty fucking good. So Seattle.
They're both pretty good. I'm taking them. They're both top 5 safeties at their position.
Yeah.
Like, I think Aiden Hutchinson was fantastic last year, but coming off an injury, there's
year
always
removed.
the year removed.
Yep.
We always talk about that.
Yep.
I think he's going to go to the next level next year. I think he could be a decoy guy. He was a decoy guy last year, and I think he could really take it this year.
Contract year for him as well.
Contract year. I think Goff is solid as a rock. I have no concerns about him come regular season. I think he's just extremely productive. I think Gibbs is going to set the world on fire. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is one of the most underrated receivers in the NFL, even though he's rated pretty highly.
100%.
He's still underrated. I think Jamison Williams is one of the most underrated and maligned second receivers in the NFL.
And also, according to some people, overrated too.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't understand why people think he sucks. He just had a 1,000-yard season and had the best average per catch in the NFL, which is huge for an offense.
Apart from Pierce. I think Pierce is one. And then they got Tesla as well.
Yeah, Tesla, great red zone threat, and a very good offensive line. Like,
yes,
I think if they can work out the play calling, I think losing Ben Johnson was an issue last year, but
definitely
they were still a top 10 offense.
They were the best offense last year.
Were they number one?
They were number one.
No, they weren't the best.
I think on yards they were.
They were yards and points. They were number one.
I'll like teleprompter look that up while we keep going. But yeah, I want to agree, but I'm not ready to say it with my full voice.
No, I'm planting the flag. I think Lions playoffs going through them. They're going to be the 1 seed with 14 wins.
And can we get their schedule up?
The 1 seed.
1 seed with 14 wins.
Get their schedule up for us, Tommy, because they're
a very good
being
team.
a 4 seed. They've got Saints at home week 1. That's a win. At Bills, I'll give it to the Bills, 50-50. I'll give it home to the Jets, win. They beat the Panthers.
Yep.
They beat the Cardinals.
Yep.
They beat the Packers at home.
Yep.
They beat the Vikings at home.
Yep.
They beat the Dolphins.
Yep.
They beat in Germany. They beat the Patriots.
Yes.
I think they're better than the Patriots. They beat the Bucks.
Yes.
They beat the Bears at home.
Yes.
That's given them 10 wins already.
10, yeah.
They beat the Falcons.
Yes.
They beat the Titans.
Yes.
They lose to the Vikings at Vikings.
I don't think so, but okay.
Let's just say they split the
I'll
division.
split with the
Okay.
Vikings, yeah.
And then they beat the Giants.
Yes.
And then even if they lose the last 2 games to the Bears,
That's 13 wins.
So
I'm
14 wins, and they're
there
the
are
1 seed.
8 wins that I will bet on right now that they're going to win.
Yeah.
And they are
They're-
Bucks. They're going to be very good.
I told you. All right.
Coming fourth, you get every other division's 4th team.
Fourth team, yeah.
No. It's in 2 games.
Yeah, the other than the teams you play.
And like Seattle was the 1, but they get the Panthers and the Patriots. So it's like a fake 1 seed. They're both trash. But they get genuine 4 seeds. So I'm telling you, like,
I think the Lions will be very
someone clip this. 14 wins, 1 seed, playoffs going through them. It's their year.
Well, we can just clip it. You
good.
know,
Not someone. Me.
Someone clip it. I'm planting my
Say
flag.
my name.
Yeah,
Steve?
yeah. If we're saying no injuries, there's a very solid path there to 12 or 13
I think
wins.
the Bears are going to regress. There's too much luck. They didn't address their defense. The defense was dreadful last year.
Yeah,
up.
let's talk Bears because I'm with you.
They gave up 2 good safeties to get a very good safety who hyperextended his knee at the start of the season. They gave up Tremaine Edwards, Edmonds, who's a very good linebacker.
Yep.
Good to very good.
Drew Dolman retired. He was an
Dolman
outstanding center, and Garrett Bradbury. There's a reason he's not playing for the Patriots anymore. He's not a very good center.
No.
He's done.
Yep.
I love Thiemann in the draft. I really like him.
Same.
I like him as a player, but he's a rookie, so expecting him to just be a gun player. And you're right. This was a bad defense last year.
That was terrible. If they didn't get
They generated turnovers. That was the only thing they did well.
I would never put money in on one team getting a ridiculous amount of turnovers 1 year, and that carries over to the next year. That's not good scheming or anything like that. That is on a team that was leaky against the run, leaky against the pass. That's to me, and I could be wrong, and I may not know enough as some of the other people, but I think that's luck.
I don't think they're a good defense.
To get an excessive amount of turnovers, there, no matter how good your defense is, there has to be an element of luck to it.
Yeah.
Put it this way:
always has to be.
Trayvon Diggs almost broke the record for interceptions 2 years ago.
Yards
11 interceptions.
Yeah.
And isn't in the NFL anymore.
Yep.
He's not on a team right now.
And
that's how that's how lucky turnovers are.
Yep.
So with the turnovers and the fourth quarter comebacks, we saw a team 2 years ago that was this majestic team. They got all these fourth quarter comebacks, and then they shit the bed, and that was the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, and I think the Bears are in a far better starting point than what the Commanders were coming into last year. But I'm.
It actually all turned from when Jaden Daniels little broed Caleb Williams.
For the Hail Mary.
That was a turning point in his career when Jaden Daniels tried to like stick with it, man. You'll be right. It's like we're in the same draft, dickhead.
Yeah,
like we're the same.
I went one.
The same draft. And this is the positive for the Bears because I don't think they're going to be crap. I think they.
No.
If Caleb Williams, and you said it perfectly in your intro, George, if Caleb Williams goes to that next level, which I think he can, I don't know if he will, but I think he can. And there's
he's got the ability to.
Yes,
sure.
there's not a lot of quarterbacks that I'll be like, I think they can do it. I think he can. And with Ben Johnson,
he's got Ben Johnson, exactly.
Loveland going into his second year, we're either going to get him propel into one of the best tight ends in football, or he might have a bit of a sophomore slump. That's also a thing in the NFL.
I think their run game's very good.
And their run game, Swift is a really good running back. The O-line's good. Wright's one of the best right tackles. He just got a big contract too.
Yep, that's right.
Wright's a very good left tackle. They've got some question marks at left tackle.
Right tackle.
Right tackle. They've got some question marks at left tackle. They improved.
Jonah Johnson, the guard as well. It's not too bad.
And Tooney was the protector of the year, the inaugural protector of the year. Dahlman hurts. It really does. Losing a center is massive, and Bradbury's not a good replacement, but they should still be solid in that area.
I drafted a center too, I think, as well, from memory.
I just think if Johnson can, Logan Jones, if Johnson can just sprinkle his magic and Caleb Williams goes to the next level, then the sky's the limit. Because the next level for Caleb Williams is like a top 5 quarterback.
Fair.
I'm not disagreeing with all of that. I think their run game is going to be very, very good. I think what Ben Johnson did with the pre-snap motions and all of that sort of stuff and giving the defense all these different looks and running different running schemes out of those defense was fantastic if you want to get into the nuts and bolts of what he did. And I think they can recapture that a little bit. I just don't think that they're set up to win 30-30 shootouts. And in this division, that's just not going to get it done. There's too many other good teams in this division that have really good defenses, and you cannot rely on 30-30 shootouts or winning 30-27.
And it's also another year, the defense have another year of watching Ben Johnson with Caleb Williams as well, with the Bears offense and their personnel.
Yep.
And losing DJ Moore, I know he didn't set the world on fire last year.
He was still
a very big part of why that offense works so well. I don't think Burden, who I like, he didn't set the world on fire. So
I think Burden's going to be good.
I think he will be. I do like him, but off last year, you're not going to confidently just say, he's going to be a number 1 receiver. I think Loveland might be their one.
No, I think they've still got a Doomsday.
And a Doomsday.
I think Luther Burden's going to be the focal point of the offense.
Doomsday and Burden is a pretty
with Swift at running back as well. It is. It's a good offense with Ben Johnson as well.
And the reason why I'm so bullish on these guys is because, again, this is a little bit sort of reduces it down a little bit too much, but they've got the best quarterback and the best coach in the division.
I don't think so.
Oh, I do.
Who's a better quarterback?
I don't think they got the best coach.
Yes, I do. Ben Johnson is the best coach.
No, he's not.
For X's and O's, yes, he is. Who's better?
I would take LaFleur and Campbell over him as a coach.
I'd take Campbell. I think Campbell's the best coach.
Not for. I wouldn't take Campbell for X's and O's.
No,
but you're talking about coach.
Yeah, and I'm definitely not taking LaFleur.
But I think you're right on Caleb Williams.
LaFleur's half a bad season away from being fired.
LaFleur's also got 8 years of being a top 10 offense in the league.
Yeah, we got to see how Ben Johnson responds now to teams adjusting to him too.
You're the first person to say that you don't want to anoint someone off one season, and then you fucking frequently do it.
I'm not off one season. Ben Johnson has got a really solid 4 or 5 year.
But he's not the best head coach. He's the best offensive coordinator
in the division. Yeah, that's fine.
No, he's the best OC in the division. He's not the best head coach. Dan Campbell's the best head coach.
Yeah.
The way he turned around Detroit.
Miles ahead.
Yeah.
It's not even close. It's not even a conversation at the moment.
I think last year proved that, he relied on Ben Johnson a lot.
Yeah, that's fair too. Let's see how he plays it this year.
But he also
we need some more time.
still had a fucking great offense. Still had,
and also, the defense is not going to turn the ball over. Caleb Williams is going to have to do more, and he might not be able to rely on a freak play to win a game at the end, because the game might be done if this defense regresses, and I think it will. I don't think this is a good defense at all.
Yeah, they definitely can't rely on the fourth quarter comeback.
I would be happily surprised if they were a good defense, because I really do want Chicago to find some success. They've had such a terrible run of it. Yep. I want Caleb Williams, because they have. I put up the other day Drew Brees. They put up like Drew Brees.
I've seen this.
Yeah. Drew Brees' career stats is better than the entire Chicago Bears franchise. He's got more 400-yard passing games, more 300-yard passing games, more 4,000-yard seasons. Like, they've never had a 4,000-yard passer. So I really do hope Caleb Williams becomes that guy, because I like him a lot. And from all reports, his work ethic, his commitment to preseason, and that has been unbelievable. So I hope they do, but the defense is the big question mark here. And I think they're going to suck.
Like I said, relying on turnovers and relying on fourth quarter comebacks for me is not enough just to say, they're going to win the division and they're a 13-win team.
That's fair too.
I really need to see some more execution and more thorough wins before I can.
Here we go.
Let's quickly do their schedule.
At
Panthers week 1,
I'll go Panthers, to be honest. Panthers defense is elite.
Let's do it a 50-50 then, like we've done for everyone else, and say Panthers win that.
That's extremely generous.
Home to the Vikings, they win. They obviously drum the Eagles. They're going to be terrible.
Yep.
Okay. That's
no. You do you want Eagles at home?
No, I think the Eagles lose that game. Legitimately, I think the Eagles lose that game.
They beat Jets.
Yes.
They lose at Packers.
Yes.
They beat Falcons.
Yep.
Patriots at home.
They beat the Patriots at home.
Beat Patriots at home. At Seahawks, no.
They lose to Seahawks.
Buccaneers at home, they win.
Yep.
Saints at home, they win.
Yep.
At Lions, they lose.
Yep.
Jags at home. They win at home.
Coin flip game and give it to them.
50-50
Yeah.
game.
All right.
Cold weather by then as well.
At Dolphins, they win.
Yep.
I don't think they beat the Bills at the Bills. No way.
Yep.
Let's say no.
We said they'd sweep with the Packers, so we'll give them the Packers there. Lions at home, they don't win.
I think they split with the Lions.
I don't think so.
They split with the Lions for sure.
Oh, let's just say they split with the Lions, and then at Vikings they win. That's 11 wins. Like the North has a pretty easy schedule. They play some good divisions. Playing the AFC East is pretty good, other than the Bills, obviously. But getting Dolphins and Jets, you can tick them both off now, unless they surprise us. Let's go over to the Green Bay Packers. I think you put it perfectly before, Georgie boy. I think LaFleur. He said it's not hot, but it could become very hot as this season progresses, because it's time now for Green Bay. And I know Parsons being hurt sucks. Knowing that Parsons was hurt, I don't know why they traded Rashawn Gary. I didn't get that.
And they were pretty keen to get rid of him too, which I thought was really
I think there's obviously something going on there.
Maybe he didn't want to. They've got Van Ness as well.
Yeah.
They added Javon Hargrave, who's a really good interior lineman. He's a solid pickup. He's not a world beater anymore. He probably never really was, but he's a solid guy. Zaire Franklin, I love.
Yeah, he's good.
Actually love. It just gives them he's better than Quay Walker, in my opinion. I think he's outstanding. He's a tackle machine. He's a sideline to sideline guy. He suits that defense.
That's an interesting. Yeah. He's also getting a bit long. It's a bit longer in the tooth.
He's older than Quay Walker.
And I think Quay Walker shows that potential where, I don't know. But giving up, I think, what are they giving up, a 7th for him?
Yeah, it was nothing.
Yeah. So,
and their DC, I believe, is Jonathan Gannon. I just wanted to double check it because I was reading about it today.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon as a DC is a great addition.
Yep,
he's
absolutely is.
I know his tenure at the Cardinals didn't go fantastically, but it wasn't because of
their defense was very, very good against good teams for a long time.
Incredibly untalented and still played at a
held on for a good portion of the
that
season.
team played for him.
So I think if they, as you said before, if they can weather the storm without Parsons defensively, because last year when they played with Parsons before he got hurt,
they were 9-2 or something.
They were 9-2 when he got hurt, and then the defense literally fell off a cliff.
And I think they were beating the Broncos as well when he got hurt.
And I've seen it at the Cowboys. Parsons is that sort of player. When you have him, the impact he has on your defense is insane. So if he can, one thing I hope they can weather the storm early, because I don't want them to rush Parsons back and have him not be impactful. Just he will be ambitious. And I actually saw today, I was watching NFL Network. He was on with who's the O-line guy? Brian. Broadus, or whatever his name is.
I don't know.
I've forgotten his name. He was on with them. They were at mini camp live, or at training camp live, and he was standing there and he just walked over and was like, "Do you want me to jump on and have a chat?" And they were like, "Yeah, come on and sit down." He was insufferable. He was insufferable, as you can imagine. But if they can give him time to get fully healthy and come back,
when did you say he was coming back?
Apparently,
he said week 6.
He said week 6.
When's that? Mid-October. That's about right. What's 10 months after he did it? That's usually the turnaround now.
Yeah.
19 months.
I don't think it's overly ambitious. I think
that's probably about right.
It'll be around that.
Let's go to the schedule.
If there's no setbacks, that's
I know he was saying today that he wanted to get back for the Cowboys game week 6. That was what he was saying.
Okay, if he's got week 6 because it's Cowboys, I'm taking that with a little bit of grain of salt. But if that was his scheduled return, that sounds about right.
I think I think with this division, it's really going to come down to their 6 games against each other.
Yeah.
Because we could go through these guys again, and we're going to give these guys pretty much the same wins that we've given the Lions and the Bears.
9 or 10 wins probably.
We're going to give them the same wins against the same crappy teams because they play mostly of the same crappy teams. It is honestly going to come down to when they play each other. And if one team can sweep this division, they will win the division. And they'll probably win it comfortably if they sweep it. They'll probably win it by 3 games.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because they all pretty much play the same. I know there's 2 games where you get your 4th and your 1st, which is going to happen. But I think it's going to come down when they play each other. And Green Bay, I'm just going to back LaFleur in.
Yeah,
I think he's coached for too long. I think they'll be a playoff team because they were a playoff team last year. They were second in the NFC North. The Bears got them at the end. I think they're going to. Oh, did they miss out actually?
No, I think they missed out.
Yeah, they didn't.
It was only the Bears got in last year.
So yeah.
I'm thinking of the year before when. So my bad. So I think they're going to. I think they're going to storm.
I think getting Kraft's back's huge. He was on pace last year to be the best tight end in the league.
What do we think of Golden?
I think those speedy kind of guys take a little bit longer to get.
Yeah.
The nuts and bolts and how to run routes and where to sit in zones, all the little things that they didn't rely on in college.
Yeah, because you're the most athletic guy on the field. So
if you run a 4-3, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do. You're going to be wide open in college 9 times out of 10.
Yeah,
but in NFL, everyone's running a 4-3 in that backfield or low 4-4s, and a step is not enough in the NFL.
Yeah.
So much of that is also LaFleur knowing how to use him properly year 2.
I think
is it year 2 or year 3?
Year 2.
Year 2. He was rookie last year. Okay.
And he was buried in the depth chart a little bit because they had Wicks and Dobbs as well. And they also
all both gone, obviously.
And then Watson was injured, so they never really got that starting receiver line fortified. And then when they started getting that right, Kraft got hurt. So the whole offense was in influx for most of the year. And then you throw in the Parsons injury at the tail end of the season. Like that is we never really saw the potential and what the vision was for this team. But they're obviously going to run a lot of 12 personnel with Musgrave, who's a very good, he's a high end second string receiver, tight end.
Yep.
I'm high on Kraft. Kraft, I think, is very, very good, and he's very good.
Kraft isn't as good as Kyle Pitts, but I like him.
You're a fucking idiot. Well, you know what? Coming off an ACL, I would still put money on Kraft being better than Pitts.
I think Kraft's a very good player.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
To be honest with you, if I was starting a team now and I could take Kraft or Pitts, I'm taking Kraft. I like Kraft.
Thank you. That means a lot to be quick clip that.
Yeah. I think Kraft's a really good player.
Yeah, I think Kraft's very good. And I think to get him back, running 12 personnel with your 2 set in stone receivers. We don't know.
Josh Jacobs.
I was just about to touch on Jacobs. We don't know what's going to happen. Assume he's going to play because it's the NFL, or he's going to miss maybe 2 or 3 weeks tops.
I think at the very worst case scenario for Josh Jacobs is he misses 4 games.
4 games. Yep.
That's the worst case.
Yeah.
And it probably won't be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll probably be 2. It will probably be none.
No.
It might be.
I'm telling you now, it'll be none.
Yeah.
Let's not
nothing.
dive into it too much. Why we think it.
Anyway, whatever.
No. Yeah.
He's a very good running back behind a very good O-line, and I would just almost pencil him in for 1,200 yards.
Yeah, I think he was great last year.
That's pretty fair.
Like we're just talking purely football now. He's a great football player.
Yes, that's right. No, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
So, very interesting.
Is this the last year of excuses? Is there no more excuses?
I'm saying if they lose, like if they're 1-6 or something like that, I don't think they'll fire LaFleur in season. But it's
what about for Love?
I just think Love has been super productive. I don't like what. Okay, let's just say Love has the same year as last year.
Yep.
What are you going to do? Move off him for someone else?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like what?
At some point,
The thing with Love is you want the consistency to be in that 5 to 10 range, but his ceiling's top 3.
Yes, his ceiling's outstanding, and he
sure,
showed
his ceiling might be top 3, but he doesn't get there very often.
he just turns the ball over too much.
Yeah.
That's his biggest problem.
That's fine. I don't mind that. I would, and I've said this a million times, I'd rather have a guy that trusts his arm and sees something and slings it.
But we've got to also see him with, like, can he get some consistency on the offense as well? Because he not have every season it's Watkins out.
That's right.
Dobbs
that goes
is out.
against him a bit.
Wicks is hurt. Wicks is dropping balls. Kraft gets hurt. Jacobs
Golden
you know
was
what I
hurt
mean?
last year.
I think a couple of years ago, like, they couldn't get a start. They had 16 different starting offensive lines throughout the season.
Yeah, they did.
Just for the record, there's 17 games. So there was 1 week. There was 2 weeks they played the same offensive line. Like it's hard to shit on him when he's been productive with so much going on around
That's
him.
fair.
If you just give him his guys for a full season, he's probably going to be a Pro Bowler and probably pushing for an All Pro.
Yeah,
That's what I truly do believe in.
In that range, for sure.
Yeah, that's how good he is.
I
If you give him his guys, he's a top 10
I
quarterback.
definitely think he's got to cut down on the turnovers, though.
I
Turnovers is the problem.
could not agree with you more. So there's Tommy's just put up his season stats for the last, obviously his first 2 years he didn't start. From when he took over as starter, 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns.
Last year was good. He cut right down on the turnovers last year. He was good.
Like, I think, look, and then if you look, like, he cuts down on the turnovers, the touchdown drop off a bit, but they also got Jacobs in that time, so they're running the ball more. I bet against him at your own peril. I think he's too good a player to be like
Same.
The biggest things when you say, like, is his rope running out? What are you going to get? You want Kirk Cousins? It's almost a Dak Prescott conversation from 3 or 4 years ago.
When he got his contract.
What are you going to do? You're going to go and start playing because you can't, because they're too good to get someone good in the draft.
Yeah,
they don't have the players to get guys in the draft because they never got the picks. And he plays too well to be like, well, let's just bridge a quarterback for a year, suck, and then draft someone, because then LaFleur's not going to do that because then his job's gone.
Basically, yeah.
Like, and they said when if LaFleur does get fired this year because they have a bad season again, or they don't make the playoffs again.
If they miss the playoffs, he probably gets fired.
I would lean towards he would more than he would.
It depends on injury, I think.
Correct. But if they just miss the playoffs, the question
if they're healthy and they miss playoffs, I would say that he gets fired, yeah.
Correct. And then I would say the next coach you're wanting to bring in,
he's coming in on a
it'll
hot
be
seat.
like, I want Jordan Love.
Yeah.
They're coming in going, hey, we've got Jordan. It was like, again, with the Cowboys. Shotty was like, I can't wait to come in. I've already coached Prescott. I'm going to be the head coach with Dak Prescott as my quarterback. That's what a coach will be coming in to be. To be like,
100%.
We've got a good quarterback.
Imagine you're a Drew Petzing and you've got Kevin Love. Kevin Love's a fantastic basketballer. Imagine you're a Drew Petzing and you've got Love at quarterback. Like, that is the biggest selling point.
What about McDaniels has a good year at the Chargers? You'd be like, yeah.
100%. You reckon...
Ship me to Wisconsin, no worries, bro.
I actually had Tua, so I don't want Love. I've already had the best. So fuck no. He's gonna take Love every day of the week.
100%.
Yeah,
and Daboll has a really good year in Tennessee. Same thing. He'll be putting his hand up.
Love's a coach bringer, not a coach deterrer.
Absolutely. Yeah,
that's a terrible way to say it, but you get my point.
Anyway, let's touch on the Vikings real quick because I think they're going to suck. I think they're going to be bad as well. I think last year was a mirage. They played when the season was over. They were dreadful up until 5 weeks before the season was over, and they beat shit teams at the end of the year or teams that had nothing to play for.
Yeah.
When it mattered, when you put your chips on the table, they were dreadful. I think it doesn't matter who plays at quarterback. I think the downfall of both of them.
It doesn't matter.
That's
a pretty.
I don't.
It's going to be Kyler Murray anyway. Like, what are we even?
No, well, I don't.
Of course it matters.
But I don't think Kyler Murray's good enough to drag this team to win 12 games
in this division. No way.
No, not in this division. But like, he's definitely an upgrade over McCarthy.
Oh,
sure.
Anyone is.
Sure.
I mean this. You two are an upgrade over McCarthy.
I can fling a ball.
He is the worst quarterback I have ever seen play.
I'm not saying that I'm a good quarterback, but one thing I can do for sure is read a defense. That I can do.
You can't even read a PDF, all right? Let's not jump into reading defenses.
I can read men.
George will get into the first meeting and they'll be like, all right, if everyone unlock your iPad, he'll be like, what the fuck's an iPad?
I've got a photographic memory. I don't need the iPad. Don't worry.
No, and I think Flores. I know he came back, but I'm not sold on
I don't think his heart's in it. I think the defense got a lot older and lost a few guys.
I think Flores is hanging on to try and get that coaching job next year.
Yeah,
we're gonna wait for that court case. I think.
Yeah, that's all done now. It's all settled.
No, but could he get a job this year because that court case was over?
Yeah, that's the same last year. Yeah. This offseason it was probably still a bit fresh. If this defense is another good year, I think he'll be a big candidate next year.
Potentially.
And he'll probably end up getting it. And he deserves it. Like he was great at Miami. He was very deserved to win that case.
They were trying to tank. That's the whole issue.
That was disgusting.
He was getting paid by his owner to lose games, bro.
And refused to do it.
And then he also caught them trying to bring Brady over.
Yeah.
And then it was yuck. Yucky stuff.
I think we're going to see some regression in this defense here. I think they're the prime candidate to regress.
Can we get their additions, Tommy?
Yes, please.
Additions and subtractions.
Subtractions are the telling.
Like that, I know they lost Hargrave, Jonathan Grenard. Yep, he's hurt, but he's still a solid player. They got him from the Texans last year. It's a very quick move on. Jonathan Allen was the big signing last year. I thought Hargrave and Allen.
Yep.
Oh my God, this is going to be great. He's now playing next to Big Sexy Dexy over at Bengals.
They're going to be a real good duo, by the way.
And I think like Juwan Jennings, I like him with Addison and Jefferson. I like that addition, but he's not moving the needle. Like, is he adding? Does Juwan Jennings add any wins?
No, I don't think he adds any wins.
Does Kyler Murray? How many wins does Kyler Murray add over JJ McCarthy?
Oh, probably three or four.
Yeah, that's how bad McCarthy was.
McCarthy didn't even get the wins last year. It was their other fucking.
It was
Wentz got one, didn't he?
Yeah, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Wentz.
And they got a couple at the end. I don't even know who was playing quarterback.
Was
at
it
the end.
I know Max.
Oh,
Brosner.
he actually.
Remember Max Brosner playing against Seattle? That was one of the most diabolical things I've ever seen in my life. And then I want to get to their schedule.
Pour one out for him.
Because we've done the other three teams, and we basically had them winning all the same games. So I want to do it with these guys.
Let's do it.
Packers at home, loss.
Oh, no, I think they're split with the Packers.
No, I'm so far off on these guys. I think they're going to
split, man. Come on.
Fine. We'll give them the split. We'll give them the split. At Bears, loss. At Bucks, I think they lose at Bucks. That's a 50-50. I'm giving it to the Bucks.
Give it to the Bucks. Yep.
Dolphins, they win at home. At Saints, 50-50. I'm giving Saints. Colts at home, they win.
Yes.
At Lions, bloodbath.
At Lions, no, they lose.
Bill's going to come in and romp them.
Bills will beat them. At Packers, they lose.
49ers will probably beat them.
49ers will beat them.
They'll beat Falcons.
Falcons at home, they win.
I think
Panthers at home, they win.
I think Panthers are better than them.
Do they beat Panthers at home?
I think
Panthers. That's a 50-50.
No, it's not. That's not a 50-50 at all.
I think Panthers are better than the Vikings.
Far better.
I think it's 50-50.
Far better. It's not even close to 50-50, to be honest.
2v1, we're going with no law. At Patriots, they lose. Lions at home, they lose. Commanders at home, I'll give them the Commanders.
They'll beat Commanders.
At Jets, I'll give them Jets. And I'm not giving them Bears at home.
So what have they got? 7 or 8 wins?
That's 7 wins. Let's say we give them the Bears and they split the Bears.
No, not the Bears. No, I'm not giving them the Bears.
Then that's 7.
Wait, so you think that they're going to split with the Lions and Packers, but not the Bears?
No, you didn't say Lions. You said that.
I didn't say Lions.
You just said Packers.
I just said Packers.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I think Bears and Lions will sweep them.
Yeah,
So let's just say they get the Panthers win. That's 8 wins. It's not enough. They're basically the same.
Yeah.
And then that's their ceiling.
Yeah, I agree.
I think their floor is more.
Their floor is dreadful.
Like their floor is the Falcons could beat them.
Oh, let's not go that far.
We don't know. Like the Falcons might be playing for a division by that point, which actually the Falcons will be in the division race at that point.
But those two teams might be trading any one of those 4 quarterbacks to each other.
True.
Who knows?
That's what I mean. I can't see it. I can see it with the other 3 teams. I can sell you a tale on how they can win the division. I just can't with Minnesota. And you know what? Maybe if they were in a worse division, I would feel more positive. But it's like it's a not as bad an extent of the Cardinals in the West. Like they're just the 4th best team in this division. They just are.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that.
Are. Yeah.
And I like Kyler Murray, and I really hope he has a good year, and I hope they re-sign him. But
you think they re-sign him? Definitely not.
If he has a good year, they'll sign him.
No, but I think that they're crashing and burning and drafting again.
I think that they've paid, and we said this time last year, they're paying the ultimate price now for Darnold. That was the question mark about the Vikings until the season started. Have they really stuffed up here? Because they've sold the farm for Jay. They've got rid of a competent, talented quarterback who's just had one of the best seasons in Vikings history for JJ McCarthy. And it couldn't have gone any worse than it did in that position.
Went pretty good for me.
Yeah, Darnold went on and won a Super Bowl with Seattle, and JJ McCarthy's probably one of the worst quarterback seasons we've seen.
one thing to slap a bow on this bad boy. Defenses usually cycle for 3 years being elite and then they start to come down. I think that we saw this last year, halfway through the year, that the defense was found out a little bit and they weren't as stingy as usual. I'm just thinking there's going to be a big drop off here. And,
I think so too, yeah.
And I think that a lot of people are saying, oh no, but the defense is elite, this, that, and the other, they've done this. But I think that this is going to be the drop off year.
Even if they dropped from 10 to the 15 to 20 range.
Oh, that's a dramatic drop off.
That's huge. If you're outside of that top half
with
of the league.
this offense, because this offense can't bail out that kind of defense.
Unless like Jedders is outstanding. Like
he's almost a free agent compared to where he was last year.
It wouldn't
free agent signing.
It wouldn't shock me if Jedders is on another team mid-season either. It would not
Chargers.
shock me. It'd be more likely
Chargers.
End of the season, but yeah, I don't think he's going to be in Minnesota Vikings.
2 firsts and a second. Go get him.
Because
win it all.
Because this division's tough, and it's not. I don't think this division's getting worse. I think the other teams are getting better.
Packers, I think, are a push.
Yeah, Packers are probably even, but Chicago, I think, have got better, even though the defense will regress. And I think Lions have just got healthier, which in turn makes them better.
I think, like I said, the Lions are going to steamroll this division, and I'm so confident.
They're a very soft schedule, the Lions, when you look at it, very soft.
Like we just went through it. We found 12 wins. 13.
And then you split with the Bears and Ravens, and I don't think they're splitting with them.
And Packers, yeah.
No, you split with the Ravens. Sorry, with the Vikings, with Lions.
Oh, did we split the Vikings?
Yeah. No, we didn't split the Vikings.
I think we did.
Anyway, did.
You know what the good thing is? We can listen back, but we won't. Tell us if we split.
We won't listen, so someone let us know.
Give us the odds for this division, Tommy, and then we'll get out of here. Week 1, Bears at Panthers, Saints at Lions, Packers at Vikings. I expect Bears, Lions, and Packers to win all of them. We've got the Lions at 245. The odds are telling us, I think they're probably looking at that schedule too, the odd makers.
Yeah.
Packers at 370, Bears at 420, Vikings at $5.80.
A lot of easy teams in that
schedule. I think the Bears, I don't know. I want them to be good more than I think they're going to be good. I'm just not sold.
I think that's fair.
I think they'll be better than the Packers, though.
I don't think so.
Well, let's go to teleprompter Tom's question. How many teams from this division?
1.
Yeah, because I think we'll get.
Can I just say,
we'll get Seattle and Rams.
Yeah, we'll get Seattle Rams, and I think there's 2 coming out of the East.
Green Bay and Eagles and Cowboys. Scotty's very high on the Cowboys.
I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure the Cowboys can win enough games.
I think the Cowboys are going to win the division.
And then you've got one out of the South. Who cares? One of them.
That's Scotty getting his hater.
And then you've got 2 teams left. There's only 2 left for the North. If that happens.
Or 49ers get in.
Yeah, like I think.
Maybe 2.
I think Packers and
Lions.
Bears and Lions are better than the Cowboys, but I think the division will play the Cowboys.
That's what I think. I think that
Washington, the Giants, are not going to be very good.
I think that the Lions are, like I've said, they're going to pull away and stomp this division. I think the Bears and Packers and Vikings are going to beat the shit out of each other, and it might be 10 wins.
Yeah, I think one of them will get in. I think they'll be playing until late to get in to get that wild card.
And I don't know if 10 wins is going to get them in.
No, the last
maybe not.
Couple of years it hasn't, unless you obviously won the South, which you can win it at. You can probably win it at 6 wins.
Win it with a losing record. Not last year. The year before, Seattle missed out on 10 wins.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So,
yep. All right. Well, that is it for our division previews, and that's our division previews over for the season. Next week we'll do news, and we're going to do our season awards.
Love it.
I'm very excited. I've sent mine a teleprompter.
Can I drop a little? I've got a spicy take, and it's not awards
for now
related.
or for the awards.
Do you want it now?
I want it now. Lay it on me.
If it's not awards related, yes.
All right. I got a spicy take. Just throw something out there. I think Bryce Young is going to earn, and I say earn, a $60 million contract. A year contract this year. I think he is going to absolutely dominate with year 2 of Canales, year 2 of McMillan. They've got that Coker as well, which has come up. They've got a good O-line and a good running back, and I think he's going to play far beyond where everyone thinks he is. I think he's going to be, when it's all said and done this year, a top 10 quarterback.
I'll tell you, Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, one of them is going to get a $60 million contract.
Bryce Young.
And I'd be backing Bryce Young right now, which is crazy
and
to think after his rookie
season.
I
want to preference earn it, not just be like, oh, well, there's no one else in the market. We have to. He's going to earn it. It's going to be like, yep. It's going to be like a.
They have to do it.
Yeah, that's right.
I hope so. I really do hope so for Bryce Young. I'm not. It is spicy from you, and I'm not going to say you're right. Spicy. But I hope he does.
That's California Reaper spicy. Right. There is.
Let's see.
That's a habanero.
And I'm telling you right now, point blank to the camera, there is 0 chance that happens.
You guys should do a bet that if Bryce Young gets a $60 million contract, George has to wear a Bryce Young jersey with his Pitts. I'll have to make a custom half Bryce Young, half Pittsburgh jersey for him to wear.
Oh, jeepers.
I got the bet for you. If he doesn't get the $60 million, Scotty has to eat a Carolina Reaper pepper on the show.
Scotty can't eat pepper, Tom.
Yeah, that's actually not happening.
I'm going to tell you this once. As the leader of this pack, we cannot make that bet because he will die. I'm actually terrified he will die.
I'll make the bet right now. Come on. Make the bet.
What are you going to do? Wear a Bryce Young jersey?
No, I'll eat the Reaper.
Yeah, but
I'm not betting on it.
But you're from the Middle East, bro. Like you eat spice for breakfast.
The Persians eat fucking sand. You can eat anything.
Lead belly over here.
No, I just think it's a spicy take. I think that
it's a spicy take. I hope. I hope he does it. I would love it.
Well, if there's betting odds for it, show me. Like, I'd fucking love to put $10
Polly
on it.
Market will have it.
60 million is diabolical. There's no way.
All right, let's just say it's 50. 60 million is like probably unachievable. Let's just say it's like 55 or something.
He's already backtracking.
Well, 60 million next year will probably be fucking nothing because Caleb Williams is going to get 65. Mahomes will do another rework and get more money. Prescott's going to have to sign a contract. Hurts is going to have to sign a contract.
Yeah, if he plays well.
Like if Hurts plays well, he's going to get 60 million.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones just got 50. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I like the money isn't that big a stretch. I think basically what you're saying is that he's going to be the man for them.
If you had said he was going to get the Daniel Jones contract, 45.
That's not spicy though.
I would agree to that.
That's not spicy.
That's not spicy.
That's just a warm take.
That's basically what you get if the team has no other option.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, we got no one else. Here's 45 million Daniel Jones.
I want to say...
Unfortunately, I think that's where Bryce Young is at.
Okay.
No, I think he's going to have a good year. So I hope he's going to have a good year.
He's not bad enough to cut.
Yeah.
But what do you do? You can't move off because, like you said, who are you going to get?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's all going to come together next year.
I actually think Jordan Love will need an extension in the next year. I think he'll go into the last year of his deal next year.
Yeah,
I think Jordan Love's going to get paid more than Bryce Young. I'm not going to put the.
Mate, if Jordan Love has a huge year, he's going to get 70 million. That's the market we're hitting to for quarterbacks now.
Yeah.
Like, don't be shocked when a quarterback gets 70 million next year.
I think also
preface it now. Don't be like, oh my god, 70 million. Be ready for it.
Lamar's legit out of contract next year. I think.
Yeah,
he'll be up for his extension.
So it's not.
He might get it before the season starts. 70 million.
Potentially, that's
Burrow might get traded to the Rams and get 70 million extension. Like that's just what's going to happen.
Yeah,
so,
Burrow's worth everything.
If the cap keeps going up, and so does money. So get used to it because if Flowers can get that's money, anyone can.
That's crazy.
We'll talk about that next week.
I saw it. Yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about all the contract stuff next week, all the injuries.
I don't even have a hot take for that. He's just not fucking worth it. That is fucking terrible.
We said we're doing it next week.
No. You started. And anyone that thinks anyone that goes, oh, but he's the only Pro Bowler we're drafted, that's more of an indictment on your fucking shit organization than it is on Zay Flowers being a Pro Bowler. They're fucking shit.
They've drafted well on defense. Come on.
Yeah, but that's not wide receiver. Bateman's shit. Zay Flowers is shit.
Scotty's off the rails on the Rams, right? You know what? Wasn't on my bingo card. Actually, it was definitely my bingo card. I knew if I bought it up, it would happen.
Just the mention of the California Reapers got him hot under the collar. Imagine if
I'm sweating.
I'm telling you, if he ate one, he'd die. I'm actually telling that.
I actually physically can't. I'll do any other dumb challenge.
With my full heart, I am telling you, I would have to be like, no.
I'd have to retire from the show.
I'm going to have to go and knock on his door and tell his beautiful daughter and his beautiful partner, Scotty died, he ate a Carolina Reaper, and they'll be like, thank you for not stopping it.
I reckon they're in on it for sure. All right, let's wrap it up.
She just messaged me. All right. Shout out to our sponsors at Sporting Globe, Churnside Park, and Doncaster. Make sure you get yourselves in there. Amen. Follow us on all our socials, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and the Tickety Talk. I'm JA. He is a Spanakopter. Big Scotty McGuinness. And shout out to our boy, teleprompter Tom, for all his work behind the scenes.
Hey, boys.
Oh, no. What do you got?
1 month till
Wow,
football.
there it is.
One
Wow,
month
that's
till I
beautiful.
get to watch Miles Garrett
think it's-
frog stomp CMC on the bench because he's injured and he's accidentally run too far to the
I
sideline.
think we're 10 minus 1 month. I think.
Yeah, we are. Seahawks, Patriots are going to be earlier, but 1 month till we get to see Miles Garrett in the flesh.
We may not come back. I think are we gonna have a big one? Any Philly fans that after that podcast, you're just gonna get George.
Yeah.
we're gonna be out. So
I'll just do the Philly hour. That's fine.
No, we might roll back home for the podcast and only the podcast. All right. That is it for us. Thank you, everybody. And we'll